Hey guys, so it is plus minus 5 p.m. Central European time. My name is Henrike Schmidt. I'm the whole brain coach. And today's topic of Be, Think, Transform is the dark side of manifestation. So stay tuned, coming right up. All right, here we are again. Okay, guys, so today's topic is very much a continuation on the live that I did a couple of weeks ago on the dark side of growth mindset. And just as was the case then, this time, this topic was inspired by a conversation I had with a client. And so for this particular client, and for, I'm sure, a lot of you, including yours truly, manifestation is a topic that keeps coming up periodically. So what is manifestation? Let me consult my clever clipboard over here. So the definition of spiritual manifestation, because you have like, oh, this is manifested in this and that form in normal language as well, but spiritual manifestation is the theory that through regular meditation and positive constructive thought, you can make your dreams and desires become reality. So manifesting is manifesting and the law of attraction are like two peas from a pod, not quite. Like they go together, like vanilla and chocolate ice cream kind of, So they're not quite the same, but they feed into one another. So the law of attraction has gained traction through the movie The Secret and just an ever-increasing body of coaches and materials that are out there in the world that kind of suggest to you that by just being positive and keeping your vibrations high, you will attract everything that you desire into your life. And I've always had a bit of a problem with the law of attraction because to me, there's this underlying dark side to it, which has to do with shaming people. Where did that come from, right? Like we're only talking about keeping your vibrations high. How could this be shaming people? But the law of attraction, if that is true, if by keeping your vibrations high, you will inevitably good things into your life, then whose fault is it when those positive things fail to materialize? It's my fault, right? It's because I am not positive enough. I'm not good enough at keeping my vibrations high. And that's where I have a problem with the whole subject. So, blah, 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 blah. So what I'm trying to say is, so this is not the same as positive reappraisal of negative situations. Yeah. So, what those two concepts, manifestation and the law of attraction, demand of you is to always think positive thoughts and to always experience positive emotions. But guys, there is no such thing as a good or a bad emotion. They are just emotions, and they are, you can think of them as signposts to make sure that you notice certain things in your environment that are threatening your survival. Yeah. So that's all that your brain is after, right? Keep them breathing, keep them procreating. Okay. So if you're experiencing those negative, bad emotions like frustration, anger, sadness, loneliness, those aren't bad emotions. You should just always stop and say, hold on a second, this uncomfortable feeling, what is it why is it here? Yeah, because that will give you an out. That, and emotions need to be felt. So to say, like you mustn't ever feel, those uncomfortable emotions, and you mustn't ever think a negative thought, that's toxic positivity. That isn't positive reappraisal. Toxic positivity is shh, yeah, don't feel that, don't think that, like I'm trying to attract something positive in my life right here. You're dampening my vibrations with all your shit over here. Yeah, shh. That's toxic positivity. That's the dark side of manifestation and the law of attraction. So positive reappraisal, on the other hand, is when something horrible happens to you, or you'll feel like, I've mentioned this. I'm not going to tell you again about my friend who got a ticket. I've told this too many times now, this story. But let's say, like, what, for example, like you're late, or your car breaks down. That's a good one. Okay. So your car breaks down, and, you have to, you take it to the mechanic. The mechanic says, this part is broken, that part's broken. It's going to be a huge bill. And, you could just go into full on frustration, anger mode, but you can also go down the positive reappraisal road and go, okay, so what is it that I can feel positive about in this whole situation? So maybe then it's, the car didn't break down as I was doing 150, kilometers an hour. I wasn't on my own. It didn't happen at night. I had, my phone was charged and I could call a tow truck, whatever it is. Yeah. So those are things that where it could have been still worse. So those are the small things that you could say, okay, it could have been much worse. Look at how I scraped past something much more threatening. Yeah. So that is positive reappraisal, but it's not toxic positivity. Toxic positivity would be, you trying to tell your friend about this experience and them going, shh, I don't want to hear it. Like, no, I'm trying to manifest, the perfect partner right now. Like, I can't have your negative vibes impeding on this. Yeah. So where else was I going to with this? Yeah. So what I was trying to say really was that a lot of the women that I've talked to recently are struggling with how to implement a growth mindset idea, and how to implement what they've heard of the law of attraction and manifestation into an actual, into a positive world view, and to make themselves feel lighter. Because what I'm seeing happening with these women is that they are taking these things on as baggage. I had a conversation with somebody recently who said, I have to keep trying new things. I have to try those things, even if I don't like them. I have to try this different diet. I have to try learning these different skills. I mustn't feel, discouraged or unhappy with myself. It's all about growth. Yes. And that's not what those things are for. They're not supposed to feel heavy. They're not supposed to make you beat yourself up even more when you don't do it. This is complete, like, I'm always gobsmacked when this is coming my way, because I'm thinking, a growth mindset is I haven't managed to master the skill yet. Yeah, it's the yet. It's not the I must keep going, I must keep manifesting, I must keep being positive, And then when, in conversations when people are saying, yeah, in that moment, I feel really horrible, but I know I caught myself and I grounded myself, and it's not happening too often. Only recent. Only very occasionally. Like I don't usually feel bad like that. And when they're talking like this, I can. They're apologizing for having had a bad day, and they're making one bad experience mean something about who they are and not what happened. Yeah. So unfortunately, it seems to be those people who are spending time thinking about how to develop themselves personally and professionally. And they have these perfectionist tendencies. So this is I guess that's my clientele, right? This is the serial high achievers, the people who keep going after the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. But what they're forgetting is that those, the personal development processes are supposed to make them feel lighter, not heavier. It's not supposed to be something that you see on your calendar, you go, ugh, I have to talk to my coach. Yeah. That's not, then you're doing something wrong. Okay. So long story short, this is pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. So just be mindful of how you're thinking about your own progress, how you're thinking about your own role in when things aren't going the way you were hoping for them to go. It's not your fault that your vibrations occasionally dip. They do that. Yes. So it's your, it's, I can't even put it into words. Look at me. Yeah. It's not your fault when your energy dips. It's not your fault when you're having a bad day, when you're having a bad mood. Be curious about what's happening there. Because when you figure out what it is that is doing this, that is triggering these responses in you, then you can choose a different response. Yeah. So I really hope that makes sense. And that was it for today. My name is Henrike Schmidt. I'm the Whole Brain Coach, and I help those perfectionistic serial high achievers understand what's happening in their brains better so they can use this knowledge and neuroscience-based strategies to just flow more. Yeah, to create effortless success so their life doesn't feel like a constant uphill struggle anymore. All right. So if you're interested in speaking to me about whatever it is that is going on for you, I am currently still offering the occasional free full 60-minute neuro coaching session. So if that's something that you're interested in, tell me in the comments below or send me a direct message and I'll tell you how it works. All right. That's it from me for today. I'll see you back here again next Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central European Time. Until then, take care. Cheerio. Bye.